Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back. My name is Donna, and I am the Creole Crafter. Today we have 4 Valentine's Day DIY projects, and this coming Thursday, I have one more Valentine's video that will air Thursday evening, and then this upcoming Sunday, my One Craft Sunday, I'm gonna start out with my Easter projects. So, with that being said, let's get started with DIY number one. Here are the supplies for this project. I have some of that cork, a sheet of cork material from Dollar Tree, some paint, some Mod Podge, some tumbling tower blocks, a piece of scrap wood, and a deck of playing cards. I also have a pack of the, what are they called? Canvases, the little miniature ones, the 3-pack canvases from Dollar Tree, y'all. So, first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open our pack of cards and we are going to take out the King and Queen of Hearts. We will be creating some King and Queen of Heart coasters. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going, and originally I was going to do 8, and I probably will do 8, but for this video I'm only going to do 4. So I'm going to open up the canvases, take the plastic off of them, and then I'll take one of the cards, and I'm taking my sweet time with the canvases, but I'm going to take one of the cards, the playing cards, and I'm just going to trace it out on the canvas. I'm going to trace out all 4 of the cards. And I'm just using a pencil for that. And it doesn't really matter what side of the canvas you trace it on. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut out all 4 pieces. Then I'm going to take my sanding block, because it was a little jagged where I cut it. I sanded it down to smooth it out. I'm going to take some of that white paint and go over the edges where I cut it, because it was like, the brown part, and I didn't want that to really show. Now I'm going to take some of this Aleene's tacky glue. I'm going to cover the canvas, spread it out with a sponge, make sure it's evenly spread it out. Then I'm going to take the card and just place it on there, spread it out with, spread my fingertips over it, and so it can adhere really good to the canvas. Then I'm going to take that cork sheet and I'm going to place the card with the canvas that's on the canvas, get a tracing for that, because that's going to be the back of the coaster. So I'm going to trace out all 4, and I've already done the other 3 off camera. I'm going to cut it out, and then what I did was just peel the paper off of the back, because it is self-adhesive. Peel that off and place the canvas with the card on it on top of the cork sheet. Wow, that's a lot, y'all. But we're gonna get there, and we're gonna make sure that it is adhered really well. And of course we need to put a coating on the top, because it's being a coaster. So what I did was, I am going to take some Mod Podge and seal it all in, and I will give it 3 coats of the Mod Podge to make sure that it has a good coating on the top. And I did that for all 4 coasters. Now our coasters need a stand to sit in. So we're going to take the 4 tumbling tower blocks, that scrap piece of wood, and we are going to use some hot glue and wood glue. We're going to glue a tumbling tower block on all 4 corners of the scrap wood to create this case for our coasters to be stored in or displayed in. Well, both. And I decided to paint mine black, but you can paint yours any color you like. I was kind of on the fence with the red or the black, so I went with the black. And this, I'm using my heating tool to speed up the drying time, but look, y'all, look. we have two projects in one. We have a little miniature table that we could put on our tier tray, and we have, flip it over, and we have a coaster holder. Isn't that adorable? You'll see more of it in the final reveal. Now, moving on to DIY number 2. I had this tassel with the beads. It came off a previous project, and I have been having it in my stash forever. So I decided to do a garland, make a garland tassel out of it. But I wanted it longer than it actually is, because it only has maybe about 6 or 7 beads, and what I want to do is add some more beads to it. But I wanted to stay natural like it is. So what I did was I took the smaller beads. There were some small tiny beads and there were bigger beads. So I took the smaller beads off and I added some of the bigger beads. I'm using that tape and I'm putting it on the end to make it easy for me to string the beads on. And that's what I'm doing here. And I'm just going to add beads until my eyes are happy. And if you wanted to do this project, I have made these tassel garlands, so many times. I can go back and find a video where I actually show how to make it step by step if you would like to see that. And now that I have the length that I want, I'm just going to add the heart. And this was one of the chalkboard hearts that come through in a pack from Dollar Tree with the hole already in it. I'm just going to string the jute cord through that hole, pull it through and cinch it real tight to the end of the garland where the beads end, but leave it kind of loose so it can have some movement in it. So I can move the garland whichever way I want. When I get ready to display it or style it, I can hang it or lay it however I want, and it'll have that freedom to flow wherever I place it. And I tied a simple knot, cut it down with the scissors, and for extra security and support, I'm gonna just put a dab of hot glue over that knot so that it can stay and it doesn't come loose. And this comes out absolutely gorgeous, y'all. I have one of those, they call table scatter hearts from Dollar Tree, but it's made out of felt material. It has an adhesive on the back. I'm just going to pull that tab off of the back and place it on the heart. And I didn't show it here, but I placed one of those hearts on the back side of the heart, and I placed one on the wood side of the heart, so that way I can style it either way, natural or black. And that's it. This one is done, and you'll see more of it in the final reveal. Okay, we're going to move on to DIY number 3. Here are the supplies for this project. I have this beautiful frame that I bought a couple of years ago from Walmart out of the clearance. I have this fluorescent paint. It's a medium paint that you mix with your other paints when you want your other paints to have like that fluorescent color. I have some chalkboard stickers, and I also have some of that glass jar stickers, or I think that's what it's called. So I have one of those chalkboard wooden hearts. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint that heart in Tuscan red paint from Apple Barrel, and I'm going to give it only one coat of that. I'm going to set it aside so it can completely dry, and then I'm going to work on the frame. I'm going to pull the tabs aside to the back And I absolutely love this frame. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to take that glass and that insert out because I won't be needing that. I won't come back with that. And then I'm going to take that chalkboard paper or wall. I'm not sure the exact name of this, but it is self-adhesive. You peel the back off and it, it has adhesive on the back. What I'm going to do is I am going to place it on the back of the frame, the flap that you close the frame with. And I'm going to get a tracing and cut it down to size. And it just peels and sticks. And I guess it's like, it has like a vinyl feel. It's like a vinyl to me. But you can still write on it like it's a chalkboard. And I'm just cutting it down to size. Using my fingertips to make sure that it is adhered to the backing. Now I'm going to take this fluorescent medium, and it is a medium, as I said. You mix it with your other planks, but I'm going to just use the straight medium because I love this color, this silver color. It is so pretty, y'all. And I'm going to take a chippy brush that I cut down to just to fit what I wanted to do, because what I want to do, there's a beautiful raised portion on the side of this frame, on each side, all four sides of it, and I just want to take that medium and just give it like a very light dry brushing. I'm only going to put just a little bit of the paint on the brush and just brush it over that raised portion, and it comes out absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to do that all around the entire frame. And you'll see here I'm taking my time because I don't really want to get the paint on any other part of the frame, just the raised part. And look how beautiful that is. Look how gorgeous, y'all. Now that I have that done and it is dry, I'm going to take my heart and take these glass jar stickers, and they are self-adhesive on them also. All you do is just place them where you want them to go and they stick. And I am going to embellish the heart with those. I'm just picking a pattern and I am going with that. And now I'm going to take the Mod Podge and seal it all in. Give it a couple of coats over the entire heart, just to make sure that everything is sealed in. And I took just a little, after it was completely dried, and I love this, I took just a little piece of scrap wood. I wanted to give it that 3D look, but I didn't want a deep 3D look. I only want it slightly raised. So I just took just a little small piece of scrap wood, hot glued it to the back of the heart, and then I'm going to hot glue it to the center, in the center of the frame. As soon as I get rid of the glue webbies, they were all over the place after I dropped the heart on my work mat. But this comes out absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait for y'all to see this in the final reveal. Okay, DIY number 4. Here are the supplies for this project. I have some of those table scatter felt hearts from Dollar Tree. Also have a sheet out of the Dollar Tree Farmhouse 2024 calendar. I have one of Dollar Tree's wooden hearts. I gave it 2 coats of the white paint. And of course, I am going to cover the front with some of Dollar Tree's brown crafting paper. I have some scrap greenery and some flowers, roses, buds that I had for a previous project and they were left over. So what I did was I cut the truck out of the calendar sheet because that's all I wanted was the truck. And I'm going to use a glue stick to adhere it to the center of the heart. And now I'm going to take those felt heart and fill the back of the truck with those hearts. On the original picture, it was filled with hearts, that I decided to go back with the felt hearts to give it some character and a little more dimension. I added the flowers to the top with some hot glue and the greenery. Added a jute twine hanger, and this is absolutely lovely. You'll see more of it in the final reveal. And here is the final reveal. I absolutely love the way all 4 of these came out, but you guys know my favorite is that picture frame. Beautiful, and it also has like a farmhouse high-end look to it. But I'm going to take this time to thank all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Hello, welcome to the family. You guys are so deeply appreciated. And if you're just stopping by today, thank you also for dropping in and spending just a little of your time with me today. If there's anything in this video that you like, give me a big thumbs up. Also consider subscribing. Subscribing is absolutely free, my friends. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel tremendously. It lets YouTube know that you are watching and you are liking what you see. And with that, if you do decide to become a part of this family, don't forget the notification bell. Click it, drop down, click all, and YouTube will notify you when I upload a video. Leave me a comment below, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have a favorite out of these 4 and which one of them is your favorite. And you can see with the heart where I put the felt heart on the wood part, and in the video I added it to the black part of the heart, so it's vice versa. You can style it on either side. Okay guys, again, thanks for watching. Bye bye.